Hello guys, so I thought I'd make a short video talking about what I regret most in Hogwarts Legacy, and what I regret the most is simply this room. I did not put enough effort into this room, and I did not follow the story straight away, and I think that massively hindered me as a player. So to start with, the Vivarium. We can come into the Vivariums and we can get various magical properties and ingredients off these creatures that we can then use in various other things to increase our gear. We can also, further on, breed these animals to increase a bigger yield from our vivariums. Now so far in the story I have 3 vivariums. I have this meadow / lake, I have a coastal mountain region, and I have a swamp, and they are all home to different animals that offer me different things. So here's my Thestral, who is going to give me Thestral here. I really regret not putting more time following the main story, because all the side objectives, they're not going away. The 100+ side quests are going nowhere. I put far too much time into doing all the side quests and not enough time into just following the main storyline, and it was really worth it. Like, I should have just done it, and I think anyone who's starting Hogwarts Legacy, whether if you're buying the game late for whatever reason, or you're on a previous gen console, PS4 or Xbox, and you don't have access to the game yet, then this would be my main advice to you. Follow the main storyline and get gear, because you can then upgrade the gear. So as you can see, let's go with this piece of gear. This is a new piece of gear that I've got today. As you can see, this has 0 offense but 61 defense, and it has a trait slot but there's nothing in it. Well, we can change that. So as you can see, by just using 2 Jobberknoll feathers, we could upgrade that. But I didn't originally have access to those Jobberknoll feathers. I've only got access to them now because I've unlocked the Vivarium, and I have gone out into the world and caught those animals. That's the other thing that is really interesting about the Room of Requirements, is you have to go out into the world to catch these animals to then bring them back and look after them here. Now obviously there's Niffler there. Now not everything I have or I need to upgrade I own, so I don't have a Niffler. I have had to purchase Niffler fur from a retailer, but now that piece of gear is 61 defense, 12 offense, not looking too shabby. And let's have a look at a trait. What do we want to increase or decrease? Herbology. So we have quite a lot of stuff that we can now do with this piece of gear. I think I'm going to stick decrease damage from goblins, just because I've seen so many goblins at the moment in the game. That's why I regret my decisions in the game so much. Another thing I regret so much as well is not taking the time to actually be bothered growing stuff. So as you can see, I now have quite the collection of herbs growing here. So here I've got my buckwheat stems, ditties, mandrakes, Chinese chopping cabbage, more ditinae, silfridge, and venomous tectacular. And I don't know what it's like playing on different modes, but playing on hard mode, I will say that as I've gone on, I have discovered the value in all of these items, every single one of them. I must say, I've got particular affection for the Thunder Brew and particular affection for the venomous tentacular, as they are particularly overpowered in my personal opinion. I wouldn't have access to any of that if I wasn't regularly visiting my Room of Requirements. As you can see, I've got multiple potion stations, and whenever I'm here, I throw on potions, even if I've got no intention on using them anytime soon. Just to know that I've got them is good enough for me. That they're brewed, they're ready, or if I do want them, that's good enough. Now the other thing I particularly like is the attention to detail in the game as well that comes in here. So let's go and see my hippogriffs. Look at this little guy. Look at him. How adorable is he? Again, we're getting supplies of all of these. So it's just fantastic. Like all games tend to have an area where there's a bit of customization, a little bit of stuff that maybe you can do, that you can enjoy, that you wouldn't get anywhere else in the game. And that's what I've got here, which again, I didn't really appreciate, didn't really show any attention to, but I am going to do like a small demonstration now. So have a look. We've got beast items, building pieces, outdoor items, and ground surfaces. Hippogriffs tend to live in rocky outcrops, and sometimes you'll find them in this kind of area. Almost like a castle built like area. So this isn't going to be great, but I'm going to just try and create something briefly. It's going to be awful, isn't it? Let's face it. But you can still see that I didn't have this level of customization originally. Something that I've come to appreciate now and really enjoy about the game, and I just wish I had paid attention sooner and had really just gone full on through the story to get access to these, not just for their customizations and their quirky little things they bring joy to me for, but because they actually add value to the game. Like I said with the loom, they really are making my quality of life in the game that much better, and why wouldn't you want that? So I realise that this is a little bit rubbish, but I never said I was an interior designer. But still, little rooms like this, stuff like that you can build. Also, another little thing is, as you can see, I'm building around and I'm able to pick up leeches and there's various other things I'll be able to collect as well. Though unfortunately, before filming this video, I actually did go around collecting all of it, and it's what actually gave me the inspiration to do the video, because I know that there's a million YouTubers out there covering, oh, everything I wish I knew, or 30 tips you should do, and yeah, they're great. You should listen to them. You should certainly take on board some of the things they say. But I don't think anyone has actually shown just how fantastic the vivarium is, and the room of requirements as a whole. And that is why it is my biggest regret in the game. I wish I had put more time into it. I wish I had just beelined the story until I had unlocked its full potential. And I'm saying this now, I am currently level 25, and I'm saying I've unlocked its full potential. Yet I may not have done. I do not know for sure that I have unlocked the full potential of the vivarium. Now, what I can say is the vivarium is also a source of money, a source of galleons, because you are able to come to here, select a creature to breed, come back in 30 minutes, and you will have a creature to sell if you don't want to keep it. Alright, now this may not be like a huge amount of money. It's 120 gold per galleons, sorry, 120 galleons per creature. Alright, the price doesn't go up and down on rarity or anything like that, so you could go out and breed a handful of puffskeins and then sell them and collect the gold for that. Where else am I going? Alright, we can go back up here and put my vegetables on to breed again. If you choose not to, well, now you've got more access to more resources. And I fully believe that I'm going to need all those resources in time. If I don't need them now, I'm going to need them down the line. So here we are again. Hippogriff on to breed. And in 30 minutes, I'll have another one of these little guys. Or girls. Well, the only thing I can't answer, and maybe somebody can answer it for me in the comments down below, is what the star means. I have a number of creatures, say 2 or 3 out of the 15, 20 that I've got, that have this star next to them. And I have no idea what it means. It doesn't appear to do anything. It doesn't appear to add anything to the creature that I know of. The only thing I can come up with, although I haven't been observant enough to notice, is that maybe it will yield more supplies, which I'll have to take more notice of. But if anybody else knows the answer to that and wants to comment down below, I'd be very grateful. And with that, I'm going to wrap up my video here. And that is why the room of requirements as a whole is my biggest regret. Because it's access to potions, it's access to creatures, it's access to gear enchantments. It's just access to everything that is going to make your quality of life in the game so much better, with the exception of the broom. I just think you can't argue with that. As well as giving players that much wanted customization ability that we've all had in previous games such as Skyrim and many. So yeah, there it is. There's my biggest regret. And should I ever play Hogwarts Legacy through again, I know full well that the first thing I'm going to do is play maybe the first 20, what did I say? Maybe 20 hours of game time. I've got 20 hours of game time in this game right now. I'm level 26. And I've now got what I think to be the full access of the vivarium. If you have found this helpful in any way, or you've enjoyed the video at all, please do feel free to give me a like and maybe subscribe for more content on Hogwarts Legacy. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much.